I got a horny toad. We'll start today across the bridge at the little dog pooping area at a rest stop. But look at this one. Boom! Drop for rattlesnakes. So we spent the night here last night at Division Creek rest stop area. It's got a little creek running through it. There's 395. And I am just waking up. Thought we'd go look for rattlesnakes. Oh, big old chunks of lava for sure. That's a switch over. We've been in granite land. And we're in lava land. It's evidently some bird's favorite rock. Not even joking with that. Yeah? Okay. We're headed down to Lone Pine. We're gonna explore around top of Death Valley a little bit. We're heading down to Barstow and maybe out to Flagstaff. I have no idea. But today, right now, we're going to go down and look for some beryl and amazonite that were on an old map that were marked for this area. So, don't know if it's really going to be laying there in the dirt, but it might be because that's what we do. So, you're invited. That is the intro. Thank you for showing up. This is your first time here. Welcome. And if you're along for the ride from before, welcome back. Okay. Let's look at this little creek. In the middle of that setting. Nice little creek. Crystal clear. Gold all over the rocks. I'm not even joking. It's probably mica though. That's where we're going, that big crack in the hills there and the big alluvial fan that comes out. Supposedly has amazonite and beryl in it. This is on the way up to the gemstone site, and I believe it because the ground is sparkling and the mountains have washed down to here, and we get to look through what they washed down. This is going to be our rockhounding look at gems in this strip north of Death Valley. Pretty exciting for Quest for Details. I haven't gotten to be here ever before in my life, so you haven't been here before ever in my life with me. Look how close we're getting to that big old pile of stuff. And the girls have humored me. They're like, today's your day. You started out with the rockhounding. There's our spill pile. This canyon comes around and hooks down. We're in a big flat. Damn, the ditch. Yeah, and it's paved all the way out, so that is an awesome thing. I appreciate you desert people. You pave roads that other people wouldn't. So yeah, we're just walking out to that thing, kinda. Danielle is getting her stuff loaded up. There's my truck. It's a little smoggy looking, as we have a wildfire somewhere way down in New Mexico to date this video. And this is what the ground looks like. There are minerals. There is a lot of fine silt that slid down and cemented it all in. If you see a big black rock sticking up on the top of one of these hard pans, it could be a meteor. Dang. Siree. That's what I look like. Collecting bag. Camera, food. Water. Film it. Oh, I just found the first mineral. We got this little druzy covered piece of, it's like quartz or it might be a calcite. This is like old railroad track here with stuff dug up and exposed. See, the fine silt kind of makes like a mud out here that covers a lot of the rock. So there are Apache tears here. These are little see-through pieces of obsidian that were rounded in the air from flying. And they're called Apache tears. You see? Yep. These are all Apache tears out here. Oh, another big old piece of shiny. Cool. So there's our first. Wow. Our first find. The water's washed. Look at that one. Nice roundness to it. The water's washed all of these out for us. These little black stones are Apache tears, the little rounded obsidian. Ooh, ooh.
What was all that sparkly on the road? Did you see that?
Yeah, I don't know. That's that. Hang on to, that might be the stuff that we're looking for.
So
here, you can put it in this bag if you want, and then zip it up.
You spray it on your hand and you put it on your face.
Yep, these are fairly wide dispersal out here, so There's little bits of pumice too if you're interested in the different colored pumice. Yep. Apache tears. A little collection of those. Nice quartz going on. Oh, this is oh wow, really nice. Wonder what that is. Yeah, you found a something here. All that quartzite. Oh, I bet you this is the narrow gauge, so this was probably maybe railroad track hump. Not sure about that though. But yeah, a spot like this where there's all this going on is a good chance to see what ain't been seen. Stuff dug up, dumped here, and then rainstorms happen. We're definitely in crystal land.
Yeah.
So, say we head more towards the hills some more.
That's melted glass.
Oh, that's slag. So when you make iron, this is like a melted rock, and then they dump it along the old railroads and stuff, which is cool. Hounding life. That's slag, so that's when you melt rock to get the iron out, and they pour the stuff off the top that they don't want. That's what that is, and then they use it in railroad padding sometimes. Wow, yeah, and then that's like a gray quartzite, I think. It's almost pointy, huh? Seeing a tool in that. Nice, yeah, so that's different. So some of these might be rainbow. That one's definitely a striped obsidian. Put it in the bag. There's definitely Apache tears here. These would be cool enough just on them on. I don't have this type of obsidian right by me, and these are so clear. And Olive just proofed one, and it was had lines in it.
Ollie, did you? Oh, never mind. Oh, that's not a pumice. That's a rabbit turd.
I got that one on film. What was the sign on? I'm actually rather distracted by these. Just having a hard time doing anything but collecting rocks and tripping out on the scenery. Yeah, each of these is just a little bed of them. That's awesome. A little patch of this. There's another handful. Could get to a patch of this that's a different type of crystal. I guess let's try and move through a little bit here. Look at these desert people. Don't know. Put it in the bag just in case. You know? We won't do that with every rock, but yep, a green with reds in it. Huh. There's some green and pink.
Mean green fighting machine.
A mean green fighting machine. Yeah.
Weird. Look at this stuff. Is this the same as you found, Olive?
This. Yeah, she's been finding that.
Oh, okay. Made a 90-degree angle and went. I couldn't even see it. It was all the way down there.
Fast lizard. Yeah, we're getting green stuff. That's going in the bag. Don't know what it is. Could be it. There was just the words Amazonite and barrel marked as big as a like 20, like a football field on this. So this has fine.
Oh my god, look at all the.
Ooh. Yeah. Don't know.
This green rock was a little bit together. Look how different.
We keep stumbling into the same things at the same time. There's the little vehicles way out there. Ooh, we're getting into the bigger rocks. Oh, it's got a metallic sheen to it. That must mean it's like super iron rich. Or some sort of metal in there. Some hematite happening. You see it everywhere. Or if you know what that is, let me know.
This is so good. I'm doing that on camera.
Yeah, have to edit the sound out of that. So this big pile of dirt here is where you see the mountains behind there. The water, when it does flow, has washed this out. And that's the big pile at the mouth that it made. This is really cool.
Awesome.
This is a huge boulder of like rosy quartz and everything cool. No, don't be sorry. What you got? Yeah. What is going on with that? Hey, what are those?
Oh, they're cactus.
Oh, they are like a spiky little... Ow!
They're getting more and more.
The trouble with tribbles is they hurt.
A big green vein of peace, right?
Whoa. Greenstone. What? That's crazy looking, right?
Oh my god.
Whoa! Whoa!
Holding that for a while.
Oh, there's a lizard under there.
Shut up.
He lives under there. He's the cow pie lizard. This is such a big cow pie. It's his house.
Let me see.
Oh, he's fast. That's good. I can put his house back down. I was going to throw that puppy. Look at that. What a home.
We might have to live under a cow pie if we get stuck out here. Just construct a house of cow pie.
Yes. He's a survival expert. Yeah, in line with the other.
Let's see if it's his neighbor.
Something out here. So when you're lifting something up, here's a lesson. Don't lift it up towards you like this, because if there's a snake, it can jump out at you. So what you do is you come around like this. This is your lesson for the day in nature. And you always lift something up looking from the back side. That way, it can't get at you so easy. Film me throwing the massive turd.
Okay. Is it recording?
Yeah. Just aim it at me. The world's biggest pie toss.
Oh my god.
Wow, that almost got you guys. It broke apart. Getting up into more translucent materials. of Sardish jasper. Sardish jasper? That's not even a real thing. Kind of dark, cloudy looking jaspers. Okay, we colored quartzites. Might set this one up, try and haul it back as our big piece. It's got stripes of pink all through here. It's like granitized. It's a green, definitely a green, and it would look, does have like almost mossy pattern in there if it was cut and polished up. It's little lenses of white, crystally. It's not quartz, it's not quartzite, chalkier stuff. We were getting up there. There's the van way back there. There's mountains. Wow, the other side of that is the Central Valley and stuff. Down below Yosemite and such. You're like a jasper looking creature. Reds and pinks in there. Hope I'm slowing down enough and pulling far enough back with this GoPro. Be tricky if you're spastic like me. Ooh, I don't know. A schist, a thin sedimentary layers of like a slate, but like a shiny. Just kind of working up this quartzite draw here, looking for anything. It stands out as something. Definitely on the hunt. Got 3 bodies out here gridding back and forth, ice to the ground, doing some serious hunting. Wow, beautiful. Do you see them? They're in bloom. We're here. Oh, this is like a dead one. Look at that freaking pile of nasty. Ugh. Let me see.
It hurt.
Oh, don't get poked.
Not a cactus, but I stepped into the...
Oh, yeah, everything. Look though. These are special. Hi. Get those with the cotton in there. I bet you birds build that into their nests, don't you think? You know? It's like it's gifting it. You see that? It makes it in the middle. And then when it's done, and it must have its little seedlets. And I bet you birds take that and put it in their little nests and spread it around underneath each one of these little cottons. Is probably a seed. That is awesome. Let's take one out. Our fingers are getting a little filled up here with spikies, but yep. And look at that. So not only does it make a perfect nest, but you have people to fly your stuff off for you to different locations. A bird will come here and land, take a bit of fluff, fly off, build its nest, and drop the seed somewhere. That is wonderful. Wow. That is so awesome. That is awesome. It's beautiful. Look how big these are next to my foot. That's incredible. All those heads on it. Oh, they got poked by one. Nice red. Wow, little blacks in it and the green. Look what she just put in my hand. That's awesome. Well, I'm spacing out on cacti.
Oh, that was your guess.
Oh, I have no idea what its name is. I just saw that. Well, yeah, it grows out of the center. It opens up and opens up, gets taller and taller. That's why these are all dead. And it creates its little cotton as it rolls out like shark teeth on a little conveyor belt, opening and opening, getting taller. These little puffs come out to the surface. It prongs them out, you know what I mean? Just it like turns.
It's a good way to travel far distances. The puffy.
Oh yeah, blow and the birds, you know, because crows and everybody else fly around and go, ooh, something for my nest. So instead of fruit, it made something usable that the creatures would take away for it. Good barter, good barter. Okay, I should look at rocks for a second, then we wander back. Start making our way to 66. It's really hard in desert landscapes without people to like show that this rock isn't like that rock back there that's like the size of a football, and then this one's actually the size of a car. Does that make sense? Because the bushes are all different sizes and shape, and then the distance out here.
I thought I heard somebody.
And it's Katie did. Katie did. Ooh, light wind blowing on us. In the deserts. Lots of green stuff here. Lots of green stuff. Looking for a barrel in a haystack. I bet you if that isn't man-made, there must have been some massive landslide. The way that it's raised up and taller, it looks like a tailings pile. You see creeks that have cut down through it on this side because the water flow that comes out of the hill is enough to cut through it like that, but it didn't spread it out. There's so many new ravines. Well, it is big chunks of green. That's cool looking stuff. It is getting to be, there's pinks, very hot. So we have to kind of head down out of here soon and go find a place to shelter. So we're looking around for our last few goodies on this particular hunt. But we have indulged in a couple of hours of looking around on the side of these awesome mountains way off the highway. And yeah, what a cool chance, huh? So let's take our last looks. Also, you understand that the words on the map I was looking at that said what minerals were here were as big as this entire hill when they were printed on here. So over there could be some. Over there could be some, and that's just the game of it. But the treasure is whatever you found, and then the memories for sure. Come on. So I'm glad to share some of mine with you, and hopefully I gave you some, because yeah, if you don't get to this particular spot for yourself, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. that lets YouTube and everybody else know that it's a video that they might want to check out, promote, and all that. And yeah, subscribe if you haven't already. Please, please, please. It's free. It's a real big boost to me. Keeps me going. I appreciate it. This is beautiful looking stuff, you know, because I've seen it before just be this type of thing, and then when it's cut and polished, it looks like a really beautiful green thing, you know. No doubt. Where's the, oh, the vehicles are those gray dots in the distance. Wow, Mom's sitting on the shady side of a rock. Are you guys ready to go? Okay, so could be crazy things right up there. You are invited to safely, if you get the chance, go further. We are right outside the town of Lone Pine. The road that leads you here is the narrow gauge road, and I found this written on a map in the Ghost Town Atlas of Nevada. This is where I found it, and it's a current book. I think it's on the market currently. Yep, we're getting up into things that look highly suspicious. Dendritic growth here. Little plant-like mineral growth happening. Yeah, there's a fire on the far side there. The dark strip is Lone Pine. There's a zigzag road. Looks like it goes up to a canyon, probably for a water source. It's being painted red now by helicopters so far away across the valley I can't see it, but I do see the smoke. Yikes, they don't have very many trees to lose. Yeah, as we're getting up to the hill here, I'm finding more and more actual green stuff. Until professionally identified. Oh, that's nice. So you see that dendritic growth on that singular piece? That's pretty awesome there. Yep. That's not lichen, that's mineral growth. It looks like a plant. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Okay. It's the same sort of patterning crystal growth that would occur to make a moss agate look like a moss agate. That's freaking beautiful. Okay. See the pink and gray fine striping to that. And something see-through. It's quartz. But not much translucent stone in this location that I have made my way up. Okay, brain just started getting silly on me. The heat has sunk through my wall lid here, and yeah. Brain says flee. They're already fleeing. The heat is sweeping up out of the valleys on us. Okay, probably right inside that canyon. So, Apache tears right off of the paved road, thin gauge track road of the north end of Lone Pine. Go to where it tees in to this road at the base, and then walk uphill. And look for said Apache tears, because they're there. Don't forget those are there if you're coming down the highway with the kids or something, or you have a second. That's pretty easy access, doesn't require very much walking. 10 minutes from the car and back. Olive just found the most incredible find. I told her not to move it anywhere, so she's just holding it. Water bottle broken. I'm running. Working. All that. The most incredible find of the whole trip. Go ahead. Can I? Congratulations, you're a pretty proud hunter.
Yep.
Wow. And we're of course just gonna set it right back down. So that's obsidian. There's no obsidian here. There's no volcanic glass here that I see. There's the little Apache tears at the bottom. There's obsidian dome and stuff. So it was made somewhere else. Probably they were traveling up and down this corridor of 395 like we all do, because it's a good straight shot, and they were out from camp hunting on their way north or south like we all do, and lost their little tip. So here it's at. Very red, almost cinnabar looking creature. Redder than a jasper. It's got some sparkle to it. And then another piece of dendritic goodness. I just like the size of it. Dendritic goodness. There's Danielle, Olive, and then the car's off in the distance. And this would be what the ground would look like if you were here. And if you're witnessing the switch over, my kid is faster than me, finds things quicker. Yeah, that white stuff is different.
Like a knife.
Yeah. It's that same white stuff. It's like long and not really quite like a quartz, you know? And yeah. In the valley behind you too, you got the mountains in the valley stretching out. All together again. I haven't seen that one yet. We start our cactus tour. There's the little ones, there's big round ones. I have to get a cactus book while we're out here. Ooh, this one's different. It's all
oh, it's like more curly.
yeah.
I've seen those in the store.
It's been in the water too long.
I've seen the little kind of curly edged ones. Maybe he's just thirsty.
No, it looks like that's their thing, but man, they have a super fuzz on them. I'd be careful. One bone left out here. Everything is so used. Well, there was a whole pile of them at one point, but he's getting pretty scattered out. Yeah.
Oh, no, that.
It is. This is yours. Is just thin. It's that grainy stuff. So like a quartzite, like a super fine white pure marble sands. Yeah, white and sliced. Some sort of stain. Whoa.
Spray something so he sees it.
Vehicles in the distance. You guys, you're here. She's there. And vehicles in the distance. That's hard to capture sometimes, you know? Like how far it is from here to there unless you have something, right? You know? It's here. Whoa! And a horny toad. I hardly ever see these guys. It's a horny toad! There's double chopper plane. Look at that. That's crazy. It's probably the firefighters coming. Wow. You are equally far out. He's trying to disappear. You see him here? Okay, I'm just gonna pick him up because he let us. Look at this little dragon. Look at him. Look at his little hand. Hi, my quest for details friends just wanted to say hi. You okay though? Yeah, he says I'm fine, bro. Look how flat he is. That's cool. He looks like a rock. You see his little... He's flattening himself out to look tough. That's his only defense. He's saying, I'm big. You can't eat me. I'm a big spiky cactus. Who would want to eat that? He's flattening his ribs out as much as he can. Road out to here. You can park. It's paved. You can park, and then Apache tears out in here. That's Lone Pine and 395 out in front of us. To walk out there? Yeah, but for the Apache tears are right here. So, if you guys, if anybody makes it out this way, we'll prove those were there. I wanted to show you my contraption. Can you see me? What I went and got was a $20 Hudson sprayer. Whew. That's what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, I got you too. I hope you enjoyed that. Okay, conclude this little portion of the adventure. And we're gonna head that way. My little bag of goodness. So these are all translucent little jemmies. And they're right out there. That big old gob of stuff is how you tell it. And then you go right down there by those poles and take a right and go back to town. These are all see-through. Goodness.
Okay.
And this is me and all these combined hunts, but honestly, a lot of that is all there. Yep. Chasing that girl down from here on out. Okay. Okay, we are going to take these Apache tears that we found out in Lone Pine on the edge of Death Valley, and we're going to polish them very lightly. I'm going to put them in my 5-pound Loratone tumbler and run them for, start with a day and then go on from there. We're going to start with some 600 grit polishing compound. And water, of course, and see if we can't get these to shine up a little bit. Some of them had metallic sheen and all kinds of hidden things in there, so hoping to go from a dull luster to a finer shine. So fairly simple. Just dumping them in. Okay, end of that, so this must be our stones. Let's look inside here. That would be them. Okay, so we gotta clean the slurry off completely. We don't want any of this left in the next load or it'll contaminate it. So my idea here was not to shape them anymore, to polish them down into any finer shape. It was to smooth them, any roughnesses that they had, and then we're going to put it in here with some super fine polishing powder. And so this is aluminum dioxide polish compound. It's one of the finest that you can get as far as size of grit, and try and get a fine shine on these so that we can look down in them, because they have, some of them are little mahoganies and some of them have little sheens to them, and that's all I wanted, was more shine, more polish than they came with naturally. But seeing as how they're super small, I don't want to shrink them up, because every time that you polish something it shrinks up. So trying to stop right there. The grit that I just put it through was the finest, the smallest, the smoothest buffing of all of the tumbling grits, and then this is the last stage. This would be your polishing compound. So we're just going from the very last stage of that to the polishing compound. Just over the top of that, I'm just going to go plain because they're all the same. They're all the same size. It's fine with me. It's actually a little too much water. in the north end of the start of Death Valley, basically. From Lone Pine, or Apache tears. And they got no clear gloss to them. They're still a little wet here. There, got them a little more dried out now. You can see the actual shine on them. That's the true shine, and that is the shiniest that I have ever gotten obsidian. So putting them in there with only obsidian, and I didn't want to shrink them at all, so I just put in the finest grit and then the polish, and then burnish them with terry cloth rags. Was my little own invention on this one. But yeah, look at now you can see the see-through bits and the gemminess. Some of these I think will be little jewelry pieces. They're cool enough. So this is volcanic glass, of course, if you didn't see the rest of the video. And all different types, little bits of mahogany in here, the stuff that has brown mixed in with it. Some of this very, very see-through, like extremely see-through. And others just totally jet. People try and drill it. It drills really easy because it's very soft tempered glass. And these, I believe, took their shape flying through the air. Yeah. Yeah, look at all the different... This one has teeny tiny little bubbles all through it. And some of these had some sheen to it, which is really cool. So just depending on the different inclusions, the different things mixed with it, and then if it got bubbly or not, they're all a little different. This one's got some fine bubbles that's making like a sheen go to it, but there's some actual sheen in here. This is probably the best example. It's got a nice silver hologram, what we call a sheen, lost in there. There it is, kind of moving around. It's probably its best angle. Like all sheens, it's really hard to see it straight. Ooh. Yeah, look at the size of that one. It's probably my favorite out of the batch. I got a horny toad! A horny-toed lizard.